And on the Tech Time, we're going to talk about two topics of this season, two highlights that have been on the table on the 22 cars. The first one is the view of the drivers with the new 22/18 Pirelli tires and also all the aero fences that over the top. And then we will talk about the camera, the Visor camera that are giving to us a very exceptional point of view of the drivers while driving the cars. But before of that, we have a special guest to help us to do that demonstration. Oscar, thanks for your time. Oscar Piastri is the reserve driver of Alpine F1 team, and he will help us to understand the point of view of the driver that is very important on a street circuit like Baku is. Oscar, first of all, you brought us your seat.
Yes.
That normally is going inside the car.
Normally inside the car, yes.
And but it's obviously made around your body, so it's perfectly for you, only for you.
Yes, so my seat is probably a little bit different to what the main drivers would have. So there's I don't know if you can see, but the carbon shell on the outside. And mine, because I'm the reserve driver, basically it's filled with two-part foam, which is what you'd use in the junior categories. And basically you sit in it and it expands around you and makes your body shape effectively. So this seat perfectly fits for me and only me. And then usually, if you're going to do the full season, usually they would take a scan of your shape and make it just into a thin carbon fiber seat. So usually this part is not actually there. But yeah, this is my seat. It's very comfortable, as it should be. So yeah, that's it.
And it's very interesting that we brought the seat and Oscar in front of the car just to see how is the position of the driver inside the car, because we normally see the car getting into the car, but we don't see how it's in the car. So let's do like an X-ray picture. And can you put your feet? What's the position? And you're literally touching the floor with your bottom.
Yes. So
could you feel the
yeah. So your feet are more or less in this position, I would say, and then obviously you have the steering wheel here somewhere. And yes, it depends a little bit on the driver. If it's quite a short driver, maybe they can raise the seat a little bit off the floor. But I think most drivers have the seats, quite literally touching the bottom of the car. So you feel all of the bottoming, all of the curbs. You feel that through your butt. You feel the temperature through it as well. You smell the plank burning as well. So you've got a lot of sort of sensual cues as to when the car's bottoming. But yes, there's nothing like a big thud through your backside to let you know what's happening.
And then the mechanics tie you completely. You like tight, you're a little bit soft. What's your?
I personally like to have the belts very, very tight. So to the point where I physically can't tighten them that much myself. So I get the mechanics to tighten it for me. And yeah, obviously the belts probably stretch a little bit. So I always get them to do them as tight as possible. To be honest, sometimes maybe a bit too tight. But yeah, for me, that's the best way to be, because otherwise you start, the seat is made for me and it's perfectly shaped, but you can still move around a little bit. You've got very high G-forces. So if you can help yourself by not flying around everywhere with having tight belts, that's personally how I like it.
Now you have a very clear point of view of everything. We're going to put you a more difficult situation, a real situation, let's say, with a helmet, with a halo, with a 22/18 inches car, with the aero fences, with everything.
Yep.
And we will fit you one of the new cameras. You want to see how is the cameras that the drivers like you are now wearing on the helmet and giving us these exceptional images?
Yes, I think that would be a great idea.
Let's go.
Okay.
Hop off. So we have Oscar already in the car. That's a driving position right now?
Yes,
pretty much
as close as you can get.
Okay, so look, we have fit one of these cameras. Look how tiny are they?
Yep,
inside
very
your
small.
helmet. It's so tiny.
Yes.
So we have your point of view.
Yep.
What the drivers see. It's amazing. It's amazing to see these very small cameras. I don't think you notice that they are on the helmet. You notice something?
I haven't actually used one of those ones before. Obviously this one is above my head and usually it's in the side, but from what I've heard, they don't feel it at all. It's probably a good thing they don't feel it. So yeah, it's very, very impressive and offers a great insight for everyone.
So now, Oscar, I will ask you to let me know which is your point of view, what you see from the car. And it's really surprising to see that you don't see the floor exactly here where I am. So, for example, tell me when you stop, see my hand.
Yep.
From where you are.
And stop.
Stop. So you don't see from here to the floor.
No.
So it means when you are turning, you have to anticipate a lot the turning when you see the corner. You don't see the proper curve of the corner when you are turning already.
You don't see it at all, and that's often why you get drivers asking their engineers if the front wing is broken, because as you can probably see from this camera is probably a little bit higher than so you can probably see a little bit more than what I can actually see, but you cannot see the front wing at all. So with these big tires, you can actually see quite a lot more of the tire itself. So the tire actually gets in the way of the corner. With the old 13-inch tires, you could quite literally just see the top of the tire. You couldn't even see the Pirelli writing on the side. So yeah, visibility is very tricky, but it's the same for everybody, and it's just a part of F1.
And you have the halo, you have the aero devices, you have more things in your point of view.
Exactly.
I will move forward just to see how far can I go till you see my feet.
Yep.
So let's switch on the simulator. Let's imagine that we have a corner ahead of you, and I will try to walk just in front of you, and you tell me, you stop me whenever you start to see my feet on the floor. So it means that all the meters you don't see when you are sitting on the car. Okay?
No problem.
Should I go?
Yes.
Ready for it?
Yes. You're gonna have to go quite a long way.
Okay. So I start going. You cannot see my feet yet?
I cannot see them at all. And if you go that way a little bit, then
I'm there?
now I can see your feet.
Here?
I can see them now. So this chassis is probably...
What's that, 10 meters?
It's a long way, yes.
So wow, that's 10 meters. And I wasn't exactly in your point of view between the you and the tire, so it means...
If you're directly in front, you need to go even further.
Further than that. Wow, so amazing. But it's been good, and I think we appreciate very much your point of view, and to start understanding how difficult it is for you, not only to drive and to be aware of what's going on, also to see the track.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Oscar, and good luck next year.
Thank you.
I'm sure you will drive and you're going to race in Formula One next year.
Thank you, I hope so.